Hi, I'm Luke Valliere. I will introduce you the Merge Patient Kiosk. Is for self-registration and can be found in hospitals, outpatient imaging centers, or physicians' offices. I will now walk you through self-registration. So a patient has walked into the facility and is about to register for their appointment. And it's like what they would do seeing a receptionist. They have to enter their first name, last name, and date of birth. They can either swipe a credit card or type in the information, and finally their date of birth. The system will look if the patient has a scheduled appointment. If the patient does, we'll continue with the process. If not, it will ask them to go back to the front desk and to continue with registration. The patient has the ability to enter the email address. It is not a required field, but it's definitely nice to start building a bank of patient emails so you can follow up on care or just let them know of new services. Update address. Is the patient still at 572 Oakwood Drive? The patient can certainly go and update that themselves, or one of our unique services to call a live agent and help them have them walk through the process for us.
Having some trouble checking in?
Hi, I need to update my physical address. Is that something you can help me with?
I can. What's the correct address?
I'm actually at 575 Oakwood Road.
Okay.
We are talking to a live person. They can actually see the patient and see every screen the patient's on. So the live agent at this point has made the changes to 575 Oakwood Drive. I can either continue with the interaction using the live agent, or at this point I can continue myself. The next step is to verify insurance. Are you still with United Healthcare? In this case, for me, that is correct. The receptionist spent a lot of time scanning both driver's license and insurance card, enabling the patient to do that themselves. They can scan their driver's license. We scan both front and back, so the patient only has to do that once. The next step is to scan any insurance card that they might have. In this case, I only have one, but we support up to 3. Once the receptionist has scanned both cards, they typically give you a clipboard with a bunch of forms to fill out. We now capture that on a digital format. There are questions like pacemaker or allergies and medication that patients get very frustrated if you ask them multiple times. Pacemaker is one of those examples. If I have one today, I will most likely have one again in 6 months and a year from now, so we can have the patient validate that's the case as opposed to asking them over and over again. Allergies or medication, in this case I'm allergic to penicillin. The patient can enter this information and next time just update it as opposed to re-entering everything from scratch. The system knows it's an MRI with contrast. I need to consent to the injection before I could proceed. And finally, authorization for treatment. So I need to capture a signature that the patient has read and agreed to the following. Finally, the patient is asked to pay their balance and their copay for today. They can decide to pay the desk if they're using cash or pay here using credit card. Paying by Visa. At this point, the patient is fully checked in. We've sent a notification to the RIS system, and they get a message to go have a seat and wait for the physician, the nurse, or the technician to come and get them. We give the patient a branded receipt for their payment, and also add a barcode in case they need to have this for the follow-up of their care, and also enter the allergy for warning for penicillin, also the pacemaker. Patient is fully checked in and can now go in the waiting area and wait for the nurse, technician, or physician.
All we basically do is take a snapshot of the